I saw a piece earlier about there's some guy at one point named Mayor Mario Cuomo. He's got two sons. One of them's Andrew Cuomo. He was a governor. He, whatever. There was a bridge, used to be called Tappan Zee Bridge. I don't know the history of New York because, again, being held here the way that I was, the truth and whatever. Urban local legends hard to come by. So now he has on an advertising campaign, and in the advertising campaign, I'm like, now is that an admission of guilt? Or like, what is that exactly? Because he's like, he's separated from the family. Separated from the family. I'm like, and you sat in Albany for how many years in office after you separated from the family? What, so you sat there until biological warfare was like on the table for certain? I mean, so that our national security was completely broken? I don't understand how this network of infiltrates have sat around their entire careers sucking and eating off the tit of society and allowing this to unfold in this manner. Really, I don't.
In politics, like in life, you stand on your record, your results. As governor, every day I worked my hardest.
As governor, right. And the end result here was bioterrorism and chemical warfare, changing the chemical composition of the bodies that inhabited the lower New York City area, plus really horrible mayors, and was in a seat of governorship while the White House got broken into, and then a squatter sat there for 8 years. All during this, might I add, for what was in New York City at the time the crime happened with the break-in.
Artist to deliver for you. New airports, trains, bridges, paid family leave.
Paid family leave. So, Governor Cuomo, I just want to know if God's available. I mean, so is he saying that they took payoffs in order to look the other way on this paid family leave? So they left the family, the one that keeps everybody in North America safe. And when you left the family, who paid you is the question. Who? And then the who is that new WHO? Because that looks like White House office. Why in White House office is it a very not white face at the CDC, Disease and Centers for Control? I'm just saying I can read. I don't know why it doesn't connect from the eyeballs to the brain properly. Like it's glazed over in a programming issue at MIT and large animal like life programming at Indoctrine and Indoctrination and Endocrine. Do you see how these slight differentials? People will watch this program, they won't even hear it. What do you mean you left the family? Who paid them to leave the family? So they left national security completely? And who allowed that on the world stage? Who's involved in this kind of thing? Hello, James Patterson, you're an author of I don't know who did it and ran.
The strongest gun laws and a $15 minimum wage. And we led this nation through the frightening COVID crisis. I haven't been perfect. I've made mistakes. But I also made a difference. I've never stopped fighting for New Yorkers, and I never will.
Fighting them for what? Fighting against who? Fighting against the family? Fighting to put all the wrong non-family members in? Just curious how this seedy, underhanded human business goes, because wrong leadership, wrong management, wrong programs, wrong everything in the state of New York, and then biological chemical warfare, it's going to end in nuclear wipeout because there's just too many problems and nobody gives a shit. And nobody wants to deal with it. Nobody wants to go to prison. Nobody wants to spend the time. Great. So now what, stupids? It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. It's Earth, solar system, Milky Way, universe, galaxy is broken, and it's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.